Hi guys, this is Rose from Pretend to Rose. I'm back from Cozumel. I'm enjoying my time. I had a wonderful time. It was a lot of fun. I would do it again in a heartbeat. As a matter of fact, we're planning on going next year. So this is my update for all the stuff that we did. We got down there and I had severe jet lag and cabin pressure buildup. So it took me a couple days, taking a lot of vitamins. Sorry, let me move my phone a little bit. But they fed us well. We ate. We were full all the time. We definitely had some fantastic meals while we were down there. Did some shopping, running around. We went to Cozumel, which is a peninsula, and that was a lot of fun. Of course, it was kind of funny. Our guide, he was so informative, but he was so informative that he'd talk so much and then he would have to run to the next spot, and we'd have to run to keep up with him, that we really never got to look at each spot because he was continuously giving us information, trying to keep all eyes on him at all times, it seemed. He'd explain something and then explain something else and explain something else. So that was a little crazy. I think next year when we do it, we're going to do the ruins on our own instead of hiring a guide. Although our guide tended to take us to the things that the other tour guides were not showing. Like he wanted to show us the sinkholes and, so we never really got to go up close and personal to some of the ruins. It was kind of like run past them, stop somewhere, do a talk. And it was funny because he'd start the talk before the group was completely there. So some of the group was still back there, and they'd have to run to catch up. And by the time they caught up, he was finishing up and running to the next spot, and you'd have to run after him. He was a nice person. We truly enjoyed him. I think next year, though, we'll do the ruins on our own and be able to go through and kind of like really, have a lot more fun. Take our time and see the things. We got back. We actually left our tour guide. Not all of us, but some of us left the tour guide and went back early so we wouldn't miss. We got up and we didn't have breakfast. We thought we were going to have breakfast in Cozumel before the tour guide took us out. But no, they had us running. From the time we got there till like 3 in the afternoon, we finally got something to eat. So my blood sugar was like, bzzz. My eyeballs were starting to shake. It was a little crazy. But we had a lot of fun there. We've seen a lot of interesting stuff. I got some more videos that I'm going to pop up on here. And I've been putting some of them on PTR Adventures. I think I put one on Rose Knows Money Making. You may have to go over and check. Everything's kind of a blur at this point. We had so much fun. So much fun. The day of the trip coming back, that was something in itself. Our plane landed on the tarmac, but there was another plane that broke down. And the breakdown was at our gate. So our plane could not pull in to where they needed to deliver us. So we sat on the plane for 40 minutes. And that was at customs. We had to run. And then we found out the stuff we bought in the duty-free store cannot go on the plane with us. It had to go into cargo. So we had to rearrange bags and stuff at check-in, and it was crazy. And then we had to run. Now, Charlotte, where we landed at in Charlotte, it's a very large airport. So there's gates everywhere. You have to run from one end to the next to meet your next plane. And we made it within 10 minutes to spare. They were getting ready aboard as we were getting there. So we had to run for this very large airport to get to them. My poor sister, she has a bad knee with severe arthritis, and she was wearing flip-flops. It was a lot of fun, but it was again another day we did not get to eat because we had to leave before breakfast time. So we did not get to eat a meal until after we left the second airport at Baltimore Washington International. So we did stop and get sandwiches, and then we drove home. We didn't get home until real late at night. So we went all day until like, I think it was like 9:30 at night when we finally got to eat. At that point, I just wanted to go back to Cozumel where they fed me continuously. But we had a blast. Me and my sisters did all kinds of stuff, and there's a great swimming pool there that we enjoyed that. They had hammocks, and just, it was really, really, I did not get to go out on the boat, and I'll tell you why. And not that my sister is like, oh, I'll pay. I'm paying for it. So if you want to go out on the boat with us while we dive, that's fine. I could not justify paying $41 to go sit on a boat for 3 hours while other people dove. You know, it just did not make sense to me to spend that kind of money, or to have my sister spend that kind of money on something like that. That money can be used for other stuff. That's not, you know. So I did not go out on the boat and film the divers getting their stuff ready and going down. And I wanted the one dive master to kind of explain everything and go over the equipment and what they're doing and stuff like that. But I never got to do that. So I would like to do that next time. We're thinking about going down in November of next year. That is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited to do it again because we love the spot. We went to the scuba club in Cozumel, and that's where we stayed. They took such good care of us. Our room was cleaned every day, spotless. I mean, not one speck of dust anywhere in the place. Like, you walked in, you knew it was very, very clean. They'd come in and change your sheets. It was very, you know, just... They gave us a really wonderful experience. The waiters and the people at the restaurant, they had a little bar there if you wanted a mixed drink or something, which I didn't drink. But they just was on top of everything. They were like memorizing our names. Of course, my last name is McConnell. And when I first got there, they were all calling me McConnie. And I was like, why are they calling me McConnie? And then it hit me, the double L's at the end of my name has an E sound in their language. And that's, but they finally figured it out and started calling me by the correct name then. The food was just on top of this world. I enjoyed it. It was really, really good. Some of the stuff I couldn't eat because it was either too spicy or it had stuff in it that I can't eat. But they made sure that I had whatever. I mean, very, very good. They treat us really well. We went to some great restaurants. And they were like a little bit more upscale restaurants in areas that you would not expect. I was really surprised, you know. You go down those back alleys with all the graffiti and stuff, and our one taxi driver coming home from the restaurant, he was a little scary. He, man, had us there in like a 10-minute drive. He had us there in like 2 minutes. It zoom, zoom, zoom. Ah, we were a little, you know, of course I was sitting up front with him too. I'm going, no. But it was hilarious. You know, it gave us something to talk about. It was really enjoyable. Me and my sisters had a lot of fun. We got along so well together. I love my sisters dearly. They are just fun people to be around, and we're always joking and teasing each other. We did really well together. Next year, we're going to go down and do some different things while we're down there. I did not get to go swimming with the dolphins because my one sister had surgery. It's not her fault. But she had a medical device implanted and was not allowed to be in the water. She couldn't get in the swimming pool. I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh, you know, when it gets really hot out there and you just want to get in and cool off in that swimming pool, you know, it is really hard. But, you know, we had a great view from our little room up there. We had a great little patio we sat out on all the time and just enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed it. And what really got me is these people worked. They were up in there and working before we woke up. And we got up at 6:30 every morning because breakfast starts at 6:30. The divers go out really early, so they have to get up early. So we would all hit up breakfast, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, every morning. I am not a morning person. But I did it. Every day I got up and went down there and ate. These people, they worked all day. At 2 o'clock in the morning, some of them were still working. They work all day. They're there before we get up in the morning, and they're there after we go to bed at night. The same people. And it's like, oh my goodness, how can they work like that? All day, all night like that. I mean, they're going home and getting 3-4 hours sleep and coming back in. You would have thought that they would have had attitudes. They didn't. They were so pleasant. I was really impressed. Just very pleasant people, very enjoyable. And that really made the stay even better. You know, we can't wait to go back. So I'm home, and I decided I'm going to start working on getting myself healthy. I want to do an update coming up on the black seed oil that I've been taking, so you might want to keep your eyes open for that. And I still got a few videos from Cozumel I'm going to pop out there. So it'll be either on here, or it'll be on Pretending to it'll be on PTR Adventures. I'm going to keep putting up my Facebook reels. And I'm going to get back into the swing of things. I've been a little out of commission before we went to Cozumel, and I'm going to get back into the swing of things. I really miss doing this every day. I enjoyed it tremendously. It was one of my funnest things to do. And I don't know, it just kind of like changed me as a person. It really, really did doing this. It built up my confidence doing this. And I don't know why, but I would have never thought me as a type of person to be doing YouTube. But here I am. So I'm going to let you all go. I have been on here really, really long. 13 minutes, for almost 14 minutes now. So I love you, YouTube. Keep your eyes out on my channels. I got new things coming around. I'm going to put it up there. I put a lot of thought into this of what I want to do and what seems to be working for me. So I'll let you know about that stuff as we go on. Bye, guys.